because my other videos messed up. All right, so this is for your quiz tomorrow, right? We need some formulas for multiplying polynomials, right? Let's see, a plus b raised to the power 3 equals a cubed plus 3a squared b cubed, or just b, plus 3 times a times b squared plus b cubed. And then a minus b, the quantity cubed, equals a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. All right, number 1b. What's my a? That's right, 4x. What's my b? 3. So I have a cubed plus 3 times a squared times b plus 3 times a times b squared plus b cubed. Yes, sir. The drill room with toilets? Oh, gym locker. You'll need a pass, and I don't have any. Yeah, you can write a homemade pass. I'll sign it. When did you get here? Okay, so I got my 4 terms. Well, put on his homemade pass. Let's see, 4 cubed, 64x cubed. Let's see, 4 squared is 16. 16 times 3 is 48. Times 3 is 144 x squared. Plus 9 times 3 is 27. Times 4 is 108x. Plus 27. My answer. That match the answers that you guys got? Well, let me see. I read left to right from top to bottom. So I'm going to read the very top left first. What do you think that says? You are selling roses for a fundraiser. The revenue from the sale of X roses is given by the function R of X equals 1X. The cost of selling X roses is given by the function C of X equals 0.35X plus 12. Okay. What's the price of 1 rose? Anybody? Yeah, $1. $1. $1. Profit function. You should know this by now. Your revenues minus your entire cost. Okay, what's my revenue? 1x minus my cost, which is 0.35x plus 12. I have to distribute. I get 1 x minus 0.35x minus 12, which equals, see, 1x minus 0.35 gives me 0.65x minus 12. C, 70 equals my x, so my profit is 0.65 times 70 minus 12, which comes out to 33.50. Questions, comments, concerns? By the way, this was our second attempt for this section, right? Okay, second attempt. Power function operate. This is going to be part 2. Our first attempt, part 2. Yeah, you have to do this. Okay, I'm going to do the B, 3B. It wants us to find the f of 2, then add it to the g of 2. So the f of 2 is going to equal 4 times 2 squared plus 3 times 2 plus 1. Put all that in your calculators and find it. Four times 2 squared plus 3, 2 plus 1, and I get 23. So f of 2 is 23. I need to find g of 2. See, it's going to be x, 8 times x, which is 2 minus 10. 16 minus 10 is 6. Add those together, I get 20. Okay, so next one, I have the f of x, which is 4x squared plus 3x plus 1 minus the entire quantity, 8x minus 10. They distribute the minus sign, 4x squared plus 3x plus 1 minus 8x plus 10. I get 4x squared, 3x minus 8x minus 5x plus 1 plus 10 is plus 11. Good. The next one, I'm multiplying the f of negative 1, so I have to find the f of negative 1. We have 4 negative 1 squared plus 3 times negative 1 plus 1. Put that in your calculators. Let's see, I'm just going to go up here and grab this one and put in negative 1 instead of 2. Hit enter, and I get 2. So f of negative 1 is 2. Got to multiply it by the g of negative 1. 8 times negative 1 minus 10. Negative 18, good. So I'm going to multiply this by negative 18, and my answer is going to be negative 30. Next one, f of x. We have 4x squared plus 3x plus 1 divided by the g of x, 8x minus 10. Can I factor out things and cancel? This doesn't factor. I could factor out a 2, but it's not going to help me. Okay, so what's my domain? 8x minus 10 cannot equal 0, right? Because I can't have 0 in the denominator. We add 10 to both sides. 8x cannot equal 10. Divide by 8, x cannot equal 10 eighths or 5/4. By the way, if you don't put the domain restriction, I have to take 2 points off on your quiz. Yes, for now, yes. I think for this course, college algebra, you get into horizontal asymptotes. Yeah, whenever you get a fraction, yeah. Okay. Let's see. I have the f of g of 3. I need to find the g of 3 here, right? First. G of 3 is going to equal 8 times 3 minus 10. 24 minus 10, 14. Going to plug my 14 back in there. So I got to find the f of 14, which equals, you got 14 squared plus 3 times 14 plus 1. Let's see, 4 times 14 squared plus 3 times 14 plus 1, 827. All right, 5.1, this is a second attempt. This is a retake. Okay, and we're going to do 4b, right? Okay, let's see. Here's my standard polynomial. Lead coefficient is 2, highest degree is 4, type makes it a quartic. And we have to find the p of negative 3. P 2 times negative 3 raised to the 4th minus 8 times negative 3 squared minus 5. P 2 times negative 3 raised to the 4th minus 8 times negative 3 raised to 2 minus 5. Yep. And I get 85. I need to sketch a graph. So I'm going to put in my y equals the 2x raised to the 4th minus 8x squared minus 5. Graph it. And I get this double dip looking thing. Okay, domain for all parabolas in this course. And the range, well, actually, my highest point here for my y is going to be positive infinity. I have to find the y value of my vertex, right? I'm going to go back to my calculator, do second trace. This is a minimum this time. The left bound, enter, right bound, enter, enter, and it's 13. Okay, as my x goes to the left, what happens to the y of the graph? Goes to positive infinity. My x goes to the right. What happens to my y on the graph? Again, it goes to positive infinity. Questions? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, if I go too fast, let me know, guys. Like the fourth or fifth time I did this today. We need some formulas, right? Advanced factoring? No, this is first attempt. Okay, let's see. Sum and difference of cubes. So I have a cubed plus b cubed. It's going to equal a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. And then a cubed minus b cubed is going to equal a minus b. A squared plus ab plus b squared. And then there's one more here, right? Difference of squares. I'm going to have to give you the formula. A plus b, a minus b. All right. Let's see. We got to do the b's, right? Number 5. What's my a? What's my b? What's being cubed? What's my base? Because this is where I made my mistake with the other video. It's 2 cubed, isn't it? So my base is 2. Yeah, I did the same thing. Okay. I have a minus b. So I have x minus 2. A squared and plus ab. My a is x, b is 2, so 2x. Plus b squared. What's 2 squared? And there's my answer. Six B. I can take something out first, right? You take out a 2. I think that's it. X to the 4th minus 16. This is difference of squares, right? This is x squared squared, and this is 4 squared. So my a is x squared. So I have 2 times x squared plus 4x x squared minus 4. Now, we still have another difference of squares here, don't we? So I can actually take this a step further. This is x plus 2 and x minus 2. Questions? Okay, inverses. This is our first attempt. Oh, yeah, we got to do 7b. I have 4 terms, so what am I going to do? Group. Okay, what can I take out of the first? And what can I take out of the second? Negative 5 of x minus. So I have my x minus 1. And then my leftovers. 6x squared minus 5. Make sure you can't factor that. No. You can put this. Yeah, you can switch them. And then inverse functions. Okay, switch the x and the y. So my x equals 1/2 y plus 5. Subtract 5. X minus 5 equals 1/2 y. Multiply by the reciprocal, 2 over 1 or 2. Okay, 2 times x, 2x, 2 times negative 5. And then I think we went through these properties, didn't we? Inverse functions, the domain and range to what? Which? Yep. Sometimes, always, and never. A function and its inverse are the same. Yeah, remember we did that. The f of x equals 2 over x was the same as the inverse of that function equals 2 over x. Can you have a function whose inverse is not a function? I did an example of that too. The parabola, right? Quadratic. And if the original passes the horizontal line test, then the inverse is a function. The original and inverses are reflections across the y equals x. You get blood on my floor, I'm going to expel you. Any questions on this?